Another escape that a couple people asked for. They wanted to know how to escape from side control. I'm going to show you two escapes that I like to do. I have more than two, but I'll show you the two that I would used to do at white, blue, and purple, which you used to get me from underneath big black belts, big brown belts. You know, some small guys who have really good pressure. So Tommy is going to come into my side control. Of course, they're going to have this cross face. You know, they're making you feel real uncomfortable. They're pressuring into your face, especially if you're big. You know, they like to try to beat you up a little bit right here. This is all good. The first thing you're going to do, first thing you're going to try, this is your goal. See this elbow right here that's being blocked by this hip? You want to get this elbow inside of his hips. So you want to get this elbow in here like this, right? That's not going to be easy. You have guys who are going to flatten their hips out, do different things like that to keep that elbow from going under there, right? Now, if you've heard it, so what you're going to do to get to that point is, if you've heard it once, you've heard it 1,000 times, you're going to get the frame into the neck. It doesn't matter how buff this guy is, how strong he is. If you frame into his windpipe, he is going to move. His windpipe is not buff. His windpipe is not strong. It's just a regular windpipe. So you put your frame into the neck, right? So what you do is you're not going to immediately just start pushing up here and gassing yourself out because you're pushing up and you don't know what your next move is. You know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get this elbow in. So you're just going to push up a little bit on his neck so that he tries to bear his weight down on you. And as he bears his weight down, you notice how the hips lift up. So sit back. So as he bears his weight, look how his hips lift up. See how his hips lift up? And you can even turn a little bit to help his hips lift up, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to push. He's going to bear his weight down. You can turn a little bit to help his hips lift up. And with that, now as you push, you're just going to bring your elbow inside. Now that your elbow is inside, you're going to grab his belt or his pants. Don't grab his jacket. That moves around to either his pants or his belt. You're going to grab, right? And this creates like a bench press type feel. But you're using your forearms as frames. You're not just using your arms. You could get wrist lock. You're using your forearms as frames, right? So he's sitting up on your forearms. Now what you're going to do is you're going to step with this foot out here, right? Keep the frame. Keep the frame. Don't be like, oh, I can relax here. Keep the frame. You're going to step with this foot, and you're just going to hip escape. Boom. It might take you 2 hip escapes, but you're going to hip escape. Now, as you hip escape, you have 2 options. One is, if you're smaller, you can start trying to recover that knee inside here and start fighting this kind of battle. Once you get the knee in, you're like 50% of the way to recovering the guard. But if you're big and you have a hard time getting your knee in, the second option for you is you can push him off. But the problem is you're not going to just bench press this guy up like that. He's too strong. You're going to start sending this guy over your head. See this right here? You send him over your head. Once you send him over your head, you can swim this inside. Boom. And now you can start. And you go for the knee here. Now you're on top. That does not get you any points. That just gets him off of you, right? It's not going to get you any points, but it will get him off of you. Come back to me, side control. Okay. So now, here's the second option. Once we push him up, right, we get the elbow in, we have this grip, right? Next thing we're going to do, the second option is we're going to push up into his neck. Look at this hand, guys. Look at this hand. We're going to push up into the neck, hip escape. We're going to swim this hand, look, over, and you're going to bring this side. Can you see this hand? If you can see this hand, this is where this hand should be. And this hand is going to, it's not going to go like this. It's going to go palm to his rib, right? And what you're going to do is you're going to push his neck more. He's going to try to bear down his weight more, and you're going to slide from underneath. When you slide from underneath, you keep his collar. You keep his collar. So when you slide, you can pull him down like this. Now when he tries to stand up, he's going to try to come up to scramble. He can't because you have his collar really firm. When you come up, you're not going to come up like this and just be tired and lazy. You're going to come up, boom, and you're going to immediately go around to his back. Boom. Now you can rest. If you have 5 minutes in the fight, 4 minutes, this is where you should be resting, right? So you got to take through this point. I'm going to show it straight through one more time. So I'm here. He's on me. Okay, cool. I got the belt, elbows in, push up. He's gonna start bare back, boom. I'm here, hands out, boom. Pulling them in, here, boom, rest.